You are now listening to Peace Loving Podcast, where we spread the love one day at a time, and I am your host, Big Joe Hawkins. Sorry for the late post, but I'm sick again. It's I got symptoms of tonsillitis, and it's just been a struggle. But I'm able to talk though, so I'm here for y'all today. But instead of talking about myself, I like to give y'all some things to understand. We're gonna jump right into it. The podcast may differ from previous installments, or it might not, But the title of this podcast is Food for Thought for a reason, okay? So with that being said, it is time for Poppy story time. Now let's get it. So close your eyes and imagine that you and your best bud both apply for, let's say, an RA position. You're qualified and have experience that will improve your experience should you get the position, but your friend isn't as qualified as you. You both get your decision back, and you see that he got the position and you didn't. What's going through your head right now is, this isn't right. This isn't fair. I'm way more qualified than he is. And you're thinking this while your bud is jumping for joy because he got the position. So now what do? You go find another chance to be a leader on campus. You find a position as an orientation leader and are able to still influence people. Okay? Now, that was really a mouthful, but what you got to do is take a second and realize the 3 important lessons in that story, okay? The first lesson is that life is not fair, all right? As much as people like to want it to be fair, it's not, okay? It's the utter truth. Too many people expect a perfect life with, positive experiences throughout. That's just not how, the world's gonna be. Alright, you gotta expect some turmoil, some adversity, stuff like that. There's always gonna be some negative and the positive and vice versa, okay? Now, life is never gonna be fair, and it's supposed to shape us, okay? It's supposed to mold our life, and it's important to know that some bad stuff may happen. Because that's just how the universe is. No matter what you believe in, there's always gonna be yin and yang, there's always gonna be ups and downs. Alright? Life is a roller coaster, and it ends when you go. Alright? Now, the second lesson is to roll with the punches. What that means is life is going to hit you. It's going to hit you hard. You might end up with some scars. You might not. Alright? Now, you might be able to see the danger, and you might not. Now, you might end up with some broken bones, or you might just end up with a little bruise from a love tap. Something like that, okay? But you got to adapt. You got to keep it moving. You got to, it's like falling off a bike, okay? Either, you fall or give up, or you fall, get back up, and keep going. Alright? And the third lesson is to take advantage of the opportunity, okay? I can't stress this enough because too many people put their eggs in one basket, and for me, I've done that plenty of times, and I've learned from them, okay? Now, too many people put their eggs in a basket, one basket, and then once that falls through, like, now what? They're hurt, they're devastated. But if they had put equal amounts of dedication or effort or, attention to each opportunity that they were presented with, then they will have more options to fall back on. Now, don't let the opportunity slip away because you have your heart just set on one thing, okay? That leads to extreme disappointment, especially when you have, large attachment to it. So, that was a lot of information to, ingest. So, here's a quick summary of, what I talked about, okay? Life ain't fair, and then you die, okay? I was told that in the 9th grade, and it stuck with me ever since, okay? You gotta roll with the punches. They tell you this in boxing because you just gotta do. You just have to, Then you gotta take advantage of the opportunity. You can't let it just pass you by. Okay, once you put this on the plate, you gotta eat it up. You gotta let it marinate. But please understand that these are essential parts of living life the best way possible. So, with that being said, this wraps it up for Peace Loving Podcast. Now, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at TheOfficialPLP, and make sure to keep spreading the love. Peace.